Here's a tutorial on how to do my rainbow eyes. First, you start with a primer. I'm using the Urban Decay primer. I put it on my eyelids and then I buff it in with my fingers. Now you can also use a brush, but what is the fun in that? I have a few different eye primers that I'm rotating through to see which ones I like better. Right now, the winner is the Anastasia. Not the Urban Decay, but the Urban Decay is what I used today. Then I'm taking the Danessa Myricks powder. This is her Evolution powder on a little setting brush, tapping it off and setting that eyeshadow primer so the eyeshadow glides easier on the eyelid. I'm using the Blend Bunny palette, and this is their colorful palette, and there's the light, the vibrant, and the muted shades for this one, and here are the brushes that I'm using today, along with my brush swatch cleaner. Starting with the red, I'm using red, orange, and yellow on one eye, and then green, blue, and purple on the other eye. You pick up color with your packing brush, and you apply it. Notice I'm just dabbing it on there to put that first layer. Since we're using the vibrant colors, yeah, I have to come back in and do a second layer, and you know what? That's okay. Here is the orange getting put on. Being cool toned, I prefer the cooler shades, so I like the one eye more than the other eye because the red, orange, and yellow are warmer tones. The green, blue, and purple are cooler tones, and that's what I'm preferring, so I didn't go as heavy with the red, orange, and yellow side. And notice it's not even, and it's not blended out, and you know what, that's okay. I'll get to that. I cleaned it. You saw me cleaning it on the swatch cleaner, and I'm switching eyes over. Here is the green getting laid down, and notice I don't go over towards my nose as far as I did with the yellow yet. And again, swatching it to clean it. Picking up the blue, one tap. When you pick up your eyeshadow, don't tap it all off and go crazy tapping it. Just one little tap to get anything loose off, a little tap. And that's all. Now, as I'm putting on the blue, you can really tell that it is a little patchy. I'm doing blue and purple right now because I'm just mapping out the eyeshadows, but I do come in and darken them up, and I just keep swatching the colors to clean it. Well, swatching the brush to clean the colors off. Yep, we're going to go with that one. I am trying to keep them around the same height, and with hooded eyes, I know I have to go above. However, it is morning and I do have clients today, so I didn't want to go all the way up to my brow bone, and you're going to see why in a second. I'm picking up the white and a little bit of that tan, and I'm putting that in right below the brow bone. Now, I've already done my brows. I did not show that on here. But picking up that white and that tan, because I don't want stark white, but that tan's a little too dark for what I want. So I'm picking up both of them together, and you know what? You can do that. Now I'm picking up just the tan, and I'm adding that in right at the top of those colors. So between the colors and what we just put on that's a little bit lighter, I'm adding in the tan, and you can see I'm flicking it. I'm flicking the colors into the tan to help blend them together. And it's a bunch of flicking colors. I'm cleaning it. I'm picking it up again for, guess what? For the other side. And I'm flicking it on so I can start blending that top right there and work on evening that out. So I'm coming down by my inner corner, and I'm just blending at this point. Now, these aren't my favorite brushes. I do have brushes that I really adore that I could have got out for this, but I didn't. I just grabbed some brushes, so I had them. Now I am switching brushes to blend them together, the colors together, right? So you can see I'm blending from the lighter color into the darker color. If you blend the opposite way, you're just going to muddy it. So always work on lightest to darkest. And you know what? That red side shows up so much more intense in real life than what it does on the camera here. And it's just more blending. More blending, more blending. It's a little bit tedious, but it's fun. It's a nice look. And because it is a brighter, more vibrant rainbow look than the one I had done the other day, that was the muted shades, you know, you could see it a lot more. But that eyeshadow primer is also key because my eyelids are oily and it started to wear off during the day, and then it just looks weird. So I should have tried, baking my eyelids and seeing if that helped, but I didn't. I didn't think of it. hey, I'm a busy person, I had things to do. So I'm picking up, I have the small pencil type brush because I want to do my lower lids as well. So I'm putting red on the outside underneath the red, and then I clean it with the swatch cleaner, and then the orange, and then the yellow on that side. And I really like it. I like the colors underneath. On this side, I'm putting in the green, the blue, and the purple. And once I lay those lower lash line colors in, I do take a clean brush and I close my eyes and I kind of blend it a little bit working backwards, because remember, lightest is on the inner and then darkest is on the outer. So it worked for me. I could have also done swap the lower lid colors and see how that goes. So I had a whole rainbow on every eye, but I didn't do that. I used the Dior eyeliner stick, and then I just opened up this Ribbon mascara to try that. I did like that. That looked good. It went on easy. And after that, I finished off the rest of my makeup. Look at that. That looks like the sea. I really like that eye so much. Okay, there we go. Eyes are done, but we have to do the rest. So About Face for foundation, I apply it on and I use my awesome Korean sponge to blend it all together. It blends together so quickly. I am careful whenever I'm working around the eye. Then I add in the concealer afterwards and I just buff that in up to where I had done the color. Now you can also do the concealer and then do the color, but I forgot. Makeup by Mario blush. I love this blush. My face eats blush, but the Makeup by Mario lasts so well. So I did the cream and then I set it with the powder, with his powder. And then I set my whole face with that Danessa Myricks again. I start down on my lower jaw and then I take it up. So I get my whole face. Now my cheeks, I kind of already did, right? With the powder blush, but that's okay. Sephora lip liner in Dragon Fruit. I love this. Please tell me they haven't discontinued it. I coat my lips and then I bring on the Maybelline Vinyl Lip Lock Stay, the bright pink one. Highlighter, Makeup by Mario today. And put that on. Again, cool tone highlighter. And my new setting spray. We're going to see how this lasts. And the finished look.